We've got a new rogue agent cell to take down. Been hearing a lot of chatter about Keener's rogue network. Intel suggests this cell is mobilizing and planning an attack in DC. Their leader is Molly Henderson, call sign Jupiter. Her current whereabouts are unknown. We know she had direct contact with Keener and was planning something big in Washington. We need to stop her and her team before they get the chance to execute their plan. Chadwick Brandon, call sign Neptune, former flight engineer. We believe he sabotaged base infrastructure, killing several members of the JTF. Lucy Anders, call sign Venus. She's been stealing critical supply drops for months. Excellent sharpshooter. Mary Masters, call sign Saturn. We believe she's running the logistics of their operation, but her whereabouts are unknown. Ryan Chang, call sign Mercury, was marked rogue for torturing and executing prisoners. This one's from our own backyard, and a real piece of shit. You'll have your hands full tracking these rogues down. Good luck, Agent. Been tracking a new rogue agent cell. They seem determined to pick up where Keener left off. We've identified 5 rogue agents responsible for attacks on civilian safe houses using Keener's Eclipse virus. Their leader is Carter LaRue, call sign Hornet, one of Keener's army buddies. He's had run-ins with division agents before and seems like a true believer. The only thing worse than Keener's bullshit are the people that buy it. Lori Baker, call sign Termite, former field surgeon. After the quarantine, she murdered a group of infected patients inside a Sarah hospital. She believes eradicating the weak is the only way to gain control. Tegan Silver, call sign Luna. She was working with the State Department when the first wave was activated. We believe she's responsible for leaking critical intel to Keener. Elijah Lee, call sign Huntsman, former bomb disposal unit turned division recruiter. He's the genius who signed on Keener and LaRue. He's eager to prove himself as Keener's successor. Jason Barnes, call sign Titan, former Wildland smoke jumper, activated during the second wave. Don't underestimate him. He's an eco-terrorist determined to wipe out humanity. These rogue agents were Keener's most loyal followers. Tracking them won't be easy. They're armed with the Eclipse virus, so don't forget your mask. Agent, you know the drill. We've got another cell for you to take down. Only this time, you'll be after a familiar, high-value target. Barden Schaefer, leader of the BTSU. Since we discovered he turned Lau and Coswold, we've suspected he's been recruiting other disavowed agents to his unit. Call sign Shade. Marla Yarrow was activated during the second wave in New York. Worked for a PMC before she was activated. We're pretty sure she's embedded with the Rikers. Sueko Tanagi, call sign Wraith. We've got reports that she's been coordinating supply drops with the Hyenas. We have no idea how long this traitor's been working with them and the Black Tusk. Lynette Edwards, call sign Dusk. She thinks she's a true patriot, and reportedly joined the True Sons. Schaefer's really picking the smart and stable ones. And his latest recruit, Skylar Williams, call sign Belfry. Don't know if he's clever or crazy, but he's been spotted with the outcasts. So my bet's on crazy. Schaefer's highly mobile and tends to keep his movements need to know, making him that much more difficult to track. But taking out his rogues will force him out of the shadows. Once you've dealt with Schaefer, Black Tusk will be without their top dog. We'll have a helo for you on standby. Agent, we got a new cell, and this one's gonna hurt. We've got a line on Lau. She's been working with a team of 4 X-Division operatives, recruited by the Black Tusk, some more recently than others. Since she left Manhattan, we've discovered Lau has been recruiting agents. We have no intel on her objective, but we've pieced together who she's been working with. Bridget Douglas, call sign Viper. She's a chemical logistics and supply specialist. Dropped off our radar not long after being activated in the first wave. Felix Sokolov, call sign Kestrel. Specialized in combat medical support and escort duties. Medical degree from a top-tier school. His family business gave him enough clout to make the division ranks, and he's made the most of it. Black Tusk jumped at the chance to recruit him. Justin Xavier, call sign Magnus. Did 2 tours in Afghanistan before being recruited by the division, and subsequently Black Tusk. Specialized in infiltration and wet work. Got his nickname and his discharge from inter-squad wrestling matches. Don't get too close. That's not a fight you'll win. Alicia Coswald, call sign Cersei, former division agent turned Black Tusk. She's pragmatic and willing to work with anyone. We know she's the one who recruited Lau, or at least led her to Schaefer. We think she might be gathering intel for whatever Lau's planning. If Lau is personally leading this team, you can bet she's planning something big. She's been careful not to pop up on our radar. Coming out into the open like this, she wants us to know what she's up to. Let's not disappoint her, Agent. Well, it looks like the True Sons are getting bolder under their new leader, General Anderson. He used to be a strategist for Ridgeway, and it looks like his ambition has reached new heights. He's smart. They're keeping him at a secure location. We're getting reports of 5 of his True Sons moving on DC. Major Castillo, a civilian turned True Son. Castillo's background is in engineering. He's been taking over radio frequencies and broadcasting these rants that, frankly, if you didn't know better, could be quite the recruiting tool. Sergeant Daniels. This woman is a piece of work. We're getting reports of her indiscriminately assassinating civilians in the street. She's on a rampage. We've also got a logistical nightmare on our hands with Lieutenant Chang. His background and experience has shored up the True Sun supply lines and weapons. We can't afford to let him build their stockpiles. Then there's Major Xander. She has some anger management issues. Xander's been torturing and interrogating civilians. I don't know what she's hoping to learn from them, but we can't allow her to carry out this inquisition. And, last but not least, is Captain Lewis. We haven't actually seen him in DC yet, but we've intercepted comms that imply he and General Anderson are planning something big. Agent, you know what to do.
I've got a weird one for you. After your run-in with Captain Lewis, Fred reached out to me to parlay. We were in the same unit before Ridgeway defected. Apparently General Anderson has had a change of heart since Jefferson Trade Center. He's realized he's no match for the Division, or the Black Tusk, and is now trying to build an alliance with their leader, Natalia Sokolova. She's sending an advanced team to work out the logistics. Matthias Trigg Schneider used to be a professor and consultant for DARPA before he was recruited by the Black Tusk. He's been working on alternative energy solutions for their operations. Sean Micro Clark, a former Army mechanic charged with maintaining and retrofitting the Black Tusk's combat infrastructure. If you've ever faced one of their drones, you have Micro to thank for that. Sandra Chirpy Patterson. Chirpy was a sniper before Black Tusk recruited her. Shot for shot, she's racked up more kills in the Army in DC than any other soldier. Chirpy is judicious with her brass, and rarely lets a target get eyes on her before she takes the shot. Mitchell Lucky Woods. I worked with some sailors from his squadron. They said as soon as they docked at Annapolis, he walked off the deck and onto a Black Tusk hovercraft. Guess those rumors about how he got promoted to Admiral were true. And last but not least, General Anderson, the new leader of the True Sons. Anderson is reportedly coming out of his hidey hole to finalize the negotiations and is headed to DC. This is our one chance to take him down. Agent, good luck.
Hey, Agent. Thank you for saving my ass last night.
We need to bring you up to speed on Anderson and Sokolova's new alliance. Go ahead, Fred.
General Anderson's True Sons are embedded with the Black Tusk and have been helping Sokolova increase her fleet of hovercrafts in DC.
After Coney Island, I'm concerned about potential mortar strikes.
First up, Charles Trunks Crawford, ex-Navy, pure sadist. An engineer by trade, he has control issues and very little respect for the sanctity of human life. Lieutenant Bantam used to be a drone operator for the Army. He believes he isn't responsible for someone's death unless he gets their blood on him. Bantam will tell you he's never killed anyone because he's never had blood on his hands. But he's murdered thousands. Mort Cursed Kellogg. This guy has the worst luck. Rumor is he was a compulsive gambler. Got into debt with the wrong people and enlisted to try and pay back the loan sharks. They say he won the lotto on Black Friday and couldn't collect his winnings. Pretty sure loan sharks are the least of his problems now. Beatrice Auntie Kaplan. I know her as Petty Officer Kaplan. She killed a guy during basic because he called her Auntie. You kill a guy for giving you a nickname, and then you make everyone call you that so they never forget what happens to people who mess with you? She's petty. and dangerous. And last but not least, Zachary Stovepipe Beatty. I hate this guy. He thinks he's untouchable. Used to be an explosive ordnance disposal specialist. Pretty sure it was just an excuse to blow shit up, since all he ever does now is blow shit up. Frankly, I don't trust men that pretty. They always get away with too much shit. Stovepipe and his team are heavily armed, ruthless, and know every inch of this city. They know where to strike to do the most damage physically and psychologically. Good luck tracking them down. I look forward to working with you, Agent.